We have repaired the damage incurred by the tyrannic raiders. Combat and sensor systems returning to optimal functionality.
Our first hyperdrive test led to near genocide. Carrick, destroyed. All of us, all that's left, hunted by 2 alien races.
We must focus on the matter at hand. Elimination of the fleet that destroyed our world. Coming up on hyperspace coordinates.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Homeworld Remastered. I am the Alchemical Rabbit, and we are here in the Grey
Hyperspace
Wasteland.
Successful. Current position and pre-jump coordinates are in perfect alignment. We are on target.
Excellent. Always good.
We detect large resource deposits but no vessels. It is possible that the Tidan could be hiding in the denser portions of the belt. It may cause interference with our sensors. Send probes to investigate. All fleet assets should be kept on alert.
Alright. Well, despite what he just said, we're not going to do that quite yet. Because if we send a probe out there, immediately we're going to trigger all of their spawn rates, and they're going to come for us, and we don't really want that to happen quite yet. So instead, we are going to work on preparing. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this resource controller, we're going to put him on guard duty, and we're going to send the resourcers to go harvest. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our, completely legitimately gained ion array frigates, and we're going to go ahead and combine them with the assault frigates and beam frigates that we currently have available.
Group 2 reinforced.
Just like so. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put them into a wall formation, advancing them somewhat forward. Excellent. Next up, we will grab all of the interceptors that are currently available.
Group 1.
Make sure they are in Group 1. Now back here, we do have a number of corvettes.
Standing by. Standing by.
What I think we will do is we'll go ahead and make sure that's all Group 1.
Reinforced.
Strike group
We're going to put them into claw formations. Yes, just like that. So we'll have a couple of different groups. That is good. In addition, we have 2 support frigates. They will be staying out of the battle proper, with the intention being of sort of keeping them as a midpoint between the mothership and the main fighting. That way, even though fuel is not really a concern, we don't have to worry ourselves about having to fly all the way back to the mothership just to get these strike craft repaired. So, finally, our salvage frigates. Okay, so these guys are maybe going to see a lot of use and maybe not. We're going to have to see what happens. In the original game, this was a mission for piracy. There was a large number of frigates, especially assault and ion frigates that are available for capture. The problem is the AI, to be honest, seems a wee bit smarter than it used to when it comes to the salvage corvettes. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to create 2 groups of them. And this may be wasteful of resources, but hopefully we'll be okay either way. I'm going to take the first group of 10, and we're going to put them really high up above the galactic plane, and we're going to make another group and put them below. And my plan here is going to be that when we run into the first group of enemies, we're just going to kill them.
Salvage corvette.
The hope being that if we can whittle them down enough over time, between all of our strike craft and everything, we can distract them and then we can capture a few things. I know they have a couple of destroyers out there somewhere. We could see them on the original recordings. And if we can capture a couple of those will be quite useful for what we need to do. So, let's go ahead and go back to Group 1. Let's see.
Roger.
Could you guys just be an entire wall? No, apparently not.
Weapons set to full power.
Alright, aggressive stance. Let's see, we're going to go ahead
Research Division
and...
reports it is now equipped for plasma bomb technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
We also have our first research for bombers. Those will prove useful in this fight if I decide I don't want to capture everything. Meanwhile, back here, things are going well.
Salvage corvette.
So I'm just gonna, let's see, I'm gonna continue to build up those salvage corvettes. I'm gonna go ahead and get
Confirmed.
this group of salvage corvettes and probably move them. Let's see, where are we at currently? We're pretty high up. Let's get a little bit higher, a little bit further forward. Meanwhile, we're gonna keep moving the actual attack fleet, this one, up and forward. Hopefully there should be enough ion cannons here that if we run into anything, it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so these guys are just hanging out back here. That seems fine by me. Something we are going to try and keep our eyes open for on this mission is enemy resource collectors. Anything belonging to the people who slaughtered our fellow Kith brethren. We need to make sure they can't grab any more resources. So we're going to advance them. Then we're going to advance them. Okay, so we're kind of moving in formation right now. We'll keep these guys a little further back, just because we want to make sure that we don't accidentally get our support frigates blown up. Now, research is completed. That means we do have access to bombers. I'm going to go ahead and build up a group of them. We have the maximum number of salvage corvettes we can have. So I'm just going to go ahead and build up like 2 wings of attack bombers. And should we need them, they will be waiting back near the mothership.
Attack bomber complete.
So that should work out fine. Okay, so as we can see, our frigate line is forming up. Excellent. Alright,
Attack bomber complete.
we're just going to keep stepping forward gently. Because we know we're going to trigger them soon. Yup, and there it is.
Ship profiles and markings match those from the recording at Karak. There is no doubt that this is the fleet. Destroy them.
I mean, there could be some doubt that it's the fleet. There may be multiple fleets out there, Command. Like, let's not jump to conclusions. Alright. So we got a couple of support frigates back here. We have these guys. I am actually going to go back to the mothership. We're going to build a couple of probes just to make sure I have sensor coverage.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
There's our first group of enemies. Burn them down.
Attack bomber complete.
Between our corvettes, assault frigates, and such, this should not actually be much of a fight.
Complete. Attack bomber complete.
Alright, I think I just saw some resourcers out there. Let's go ahead and grab our first probe. We're just going to send it over here. As soon as the other one is done, which will be just now, I'm going to go ahead and grab this one and fly it up here. This is just to get us some sensor coverage.
Attack bomber complete.
Group
2. Make sure you kill all those, please. Alright, what do we have over here? That is... yeah, those are the resource collectors. Okay, so we have identified that target at least. What do we have over here?
Attack bomber complete.
Let's see if we can kill them. Just immediately.
Group 1 copies.
Group 1, please actually do your job.
Attack bomber complete.
Alright, we got ion array frigates are already firing on the enemy. That is a good sign. Yeah, thankfully these things cannot actually take that much damage.
Alright, let's heat it up in here.
Alright, we have taken a bit of damage on at least one ion array frigate from their bombers. That is unfortunate. We are actually going to go ahead and see if... there we go.
The enemy is harvesting resources. Destroy their collector to impair ship production.
Alright, I've sent the support frigates in an effort to repair the ion array frigate. If we lose some ion array frigates, it will be very sad, but we will survive. Okay, if you guys could kill them, I would love that, please. Meanwhile, we have first wave of assault units coming our way. Also, why is there an attack bomber back here?
Docking with mothership.
Go home. Why are you here? Weird. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab our bombers. Let's see what happens if we put these guys on aggressive and send them over here. Alright, Group 2 has almost finished off the resource collectors. That's fine, we don't mind probes. Okay, we got more assault frigates coming in.
Capital ships appear to have lighter armor on the top bottom and rear sides.
Okay.
Our capital ships should be issued move orders while attacking to take advantage of this weakness.
Did anyone ever actually take advantage of that mechanic? I feel like that's something that was never really brought up in the game proper, is the entire armor-facing part of the mechanics. Alright, attack bombers are heading in. They are doing work. Alright, we are kinda getting chopped up here. That's okay, we're gonna get more than enough resources to deal with all this. Alright, meanwhile, bombers.
Group 3 designated.
You're officially Group 3, congratulations. So they will have more than enough firepower to drop those things pretty quickly, actually. Mothership, let's make sure you're set to aggressive so you can at least defend yourself a wee bit.
The enemy is using a new fighter-class ship with strong defensive capabilities but low maneuverability.
There we go.
Our research division reports that it can produce a similar vessel.
Alright, so they definitely are not underselling the size of their fleet in this. How much is for sure?
Group 1, standing by.
Alright, Group 3, go ahead and finish that off, please.
Group 2, standing by.
Group 2, let's go ahead and grab you guys. Let's repair that assault frigate as quickly as you can, please. Thank you. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and kill off the last of these. Alright, we lost at least one frigate. That is unacceptable.
Light fire confirmed.
Okay. Ion array frigates, huh?
Strike group under enemy attack. Acknowledged.
Let's see. Is there any way we can capture these? Alright, we're going to send them down. We're going to try. There is a lot of fire coverage, unfortunately, out here. Alright, meanwhile, back at the mothership, we are actually going to build back up a group of light corvettes, because she's getting hammered on a little bit more than I would like. Alright, meanwhile, Group 2, what are you doing?
Strike group receiving fire.
Strike group 2, kill them off.
Resource collector under attack.
Meanwhile, that's our first destroyer.
Cabin pressure dropping.
Light corvette complete.
Local resource
Pick 'em up.
exhausted fleet. Moving on. Copy. Light fire confirmed. Moving in. Copy. Mobile refinery.
Alright, where are our salvage? Yep, there they are. You get on that.
Ready. I caught one.
You get on that.
Corvette complete.
You get on that one.
We've got enemy contact.
Alright, so they're going to pick them up. That's getting picked up. Good. That's an assault frigate. That's annoying, but we can deal. Let's see. What do we have over here? Okay, it looks like we've held against their frontal assault. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and send Group 1 back here to lay down some covering fire for the mothership. She's taken some light damage, but she is holding up fine. I'm going to send this probe over here. Let's see what Group 3 is up to. Group 3 is blowing the hell out of that resource collector, which I can approve of. Unfortunately, they are very out of position. Alright, guys. Form up. Yeah, we just lost that entire group of bombers, didn't we? Yep, okay. I don't even know why the support frigate is back here. Kill them off. Kill them off. Let's see. Grab that support frigate. Yeah, we're just gonna write off those. We're just writing off the bombers. Unfortunately, they did some work, but unfortunately, it didn't go as well as I would have hoped. All right, we'll kill off these fighters primarily using. Well, actually, they're ion arrays. They're not going to do a whole lot of work, unfortunately. How you guys doing? You guys wrapping things up back there? Yes, good. Meanwhile... Alright, I think we have enough guys on that destroyer. That is good. Yes. Okay, you guys back here, unfortunately, are not equipped for this. Alright, what are we doing on salvage corvettes right now? Are we, like, out? No. Alright. Those are interceptors, what we have for available. Okay, you two, plus you, and you, Doc. Group 1, we need defense out there. I would love to have you, Doc, but we just don't have the time. Meanwhile, there are a fair number of these. Let's send them out. Alright, we'll put these light corvettes on guard mode. Just to try and hold things together a little bit better. That's an assault frigate. Do we have a couple of salvage corvettes available? Yeah, screw it. Let's just go for it. Group 1, kill these. Ignore that. I mean, if you want to soften it up, that's fine, but it's not the time. Alright, Group 1, you are coming in. How is our salvage doing? Salvage support doing? It is doing fine. Alright, yeah, they are annoying, but we are holding. Let's just go ahead and grab all of those. You are now Group 1. Finish them off. Alright, what we have? Another resource collector. Not a concern. Kill it off. I have to say, I feel like the Taidan's defenses when it comes to their strike craft are a bit stronger than they used to be in the old game. Alright, what have we picked up? We have gotten ourselves our first destroyer. That is going to be useful. Beautiful. We also have a couple of ion array frigates that are coming out as we speak. Lovely. I am going to go ahead and grab these guys. They're actually all at full, so I'll leave them to do whatever the hell they feel like doing. So 4 ion arrays and a destroyer plus 1 assault frigate. That's not a bad catch. Not for somebody who's not trying super hard to catch everything. Alright. Meanwhile, Group 2, I need you guys to advance. Meanwhile, what the hell is Group 1 doing? Like, I know there's a lot of enemies, but seriously, finish them off, please. I do think we've lost, unfortunately, all of our, we may have lost all of our interceptors, but that's okay. We're getting enough resources out of this that it shouldn't be too bad. You know, I love how much, like, scale there is in this game, because I could actually be in much closer and make this look a lot more interesting. And they will die here in a moment, and that will be the last of them. What do we got back here? That looks like an interceptor. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the mothership, let's go ahead and rebuild 2 waves of interceptors. Back here, so we can see, we have a few captures. Good, good. The destroyer is the main thing that is, you know, that we're cheering the capture of right now. Those are... Guys, please, do your jobs. Get in there. Be aggressive. It's like 3 interceptors left. There shouldn't be a whole lot left of their fleet, if I remember correctly. Okay. Yeah, once the interceptors are back out, we can do some more work. Like, if anything, you would think the assault ships would be able to kill these things off. Alright, Group 2 and Group 1. Please finish them. Waiting for those interceptors to finish so we actually have something a little more literal. Alright. Meanwhile, what do we have going on back here? We could bring the destroyer and the ion array frigates forward, but I think we have more than enough firepower on the front lines at the moment. These guys will actually just serve as a defense in case something very weird is happening in this mission that I don't remember. Alright, there's the last groups of them. If you guys would mind killing them, I would appreciate it. We're also going to get a couple more support frigates out, because I think we lost both. Nope, nope, one of them survived. Okay, well that's actually good. So we'll go ahead and just bump it down to 2. Yeah, thankfully, because they removed the fuel mechanic from the game, the upcoming missions should theoretically be easier, because one of the big threats to the next couple of missions was always just fuel. Fuel is a bit of a problem in the garden. Okay, if you guys could actually kill the interceptors, that would be lovely. Sorry about that, folks. We seem to have had a crash there. Unfortunately, I went back through and I had to play back through the mission, and we did not fare nearly as well the second attempt. We did capture the destroyer. That's going in now, and we caught one assault frigate. Unfortunately, just my own incompetence, we have unfortunately lost the vast majority of our frigates. And we have lost, we didn't end up capturing all those ion array frigates. The one saving grace is, as you can see, these strike craft are the ones I actually started the level with, so I at least saved the RUs in regards to strike craft. So at least we have that going for us right now. We're going to go ahead and get Group 1 up and ready to go. We're going to get what we have remaining of the salvage corvettes to get them forward. Meanwhile, Group 2 is down to a couple of ion arrays, and that's about it. Yeah, we saved 4 of them. I don't remember how many we started with. But we lost our assault frigates and our ion frigates, which is disappointing.
Group 1 reporting.
To say the least. But it is what it is. Meanwhile, we do have a small group of interceptors here. Let's go ahead and wipe them out. Now, what I don't know if at this point in the game, I'm allowed to use salvage corvettes to capture a carrier. Actually, I don't know if you can capture carriers at all, now that I say that. We're gonna try. Because why the hell not? Alright, yeah, it's just a few interceptors floating around out there. Yeah, they sent everything at us. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring them all into dock to make sure that we don't accidentally blow up that carrier. We are going to send all of our salvage corvettes in, and if we can actually pull a carrier out of all this, well, they aren't moving. Oh, that's because they lost line of sight. Okay. I was like, can you guys not capture a carrier? Which, to be fair, I could actually believe. But they are going to try it, and it seems as to me that if they weren't able, they wouldn't even try. I am building some ion array frigates. Oh no, we're being shot.
Group 7 under attack. Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Very annoying. How many of you guys is it going to take? Locking on. Looks like 6. Do we have it? Titania carrier is under our control. Move her home. Okay. And with that, it would appear that we have secured what we needed to. It is very unfortunate that I didn't capture the, didn't bother. I did try, actually. Well, I tried once and everything blew up, and so then I came in again and I didn't try. But, you know, we captured at least the carrier. That was, or the carrier, the destroyer. That was the primary mission here. So, a little pockmarked on the side, but that's okay. We are going to have to do something about this paint job, though. Yeah, we're going to have to see about that. Other than that, he does have his one friend from his old job. So, you know, at least he has someone to talk to. That's always nice. We have... Oh, yeah, we actually captured a support frigate. I forgot about that. So we have a support frigate, we got an assault frigate, we got a destroyer. But most importantly, we appear to have captured a carrier, which will hopefully... give us everything that we need. Where are you guys? Ah, you guys are the rest of the salvage corvettes. Okay, with that all captured, what I'm thinking we do is we come back to the mothership.
Docking with mothership.
Yeah, so they can all either get into formation, or they can dock and get themselves repaired up. Alright, folks, I am going to cut away one more time during this episode because we have to wait for these salvage corvettes to make it all the way back to the mothership, and once they have arrived, we'll go ahead and call it an episode. So be right back. And we are back. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out how everything is going down here. Alright, so once again, I feel like this mission could have gone exceedingly better. We could have lost less of our existing ships. We could have captured, Lord knows, easily 10 of their frigates. But, we caught the destroyer, we caught the carrier. And that's going to be useful. The carrier is going to be useful for just reinforcements, particularly for anti-fighter craft coming up in the next couple of missions. Also, besides just being a place that we can build everything from frigate on down, it also somewhere, I think right here on top, Yes, resource drop-off. So it also acts as a resource hub. So if we wanted to, we could actually get rid of that resource controller, which we'll think about doing. In the meantime, I have rebuilt up our ion array frigate units, and I have rebuilt a couple of assault frigates over here. I've never been a huge fan of assault frigates in the original game. That being said, they seem like they have a buff in the remastered version, because, my god, do they blow up fighters. So I don't know if that's poor memory or if maybe there was some tuning. Also, very, very slowly the carrier is actually going to bother to get into the mothership. There we go. Are you actually going to fit? No, you're going to poke through the top. Okay, no one was there. It's fine. No one saw that. We're all good. All right. And it comes back out. There she is, and now she's ours.
Fleet destroyed. Hyperspace coordinates locked in.
Group 1, standing by. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Apparently, the carrier may have had some fighters sitting in its docking bay, so let's go ahead and wrap those up. Now, while we are killing the last of these Titanium, I think it'd be funnier if we just jumped and left them here to die. But we are not those people. We are not those people. Instead, we are going to go ahead and wipe them out, give them the honorable death that they so desire. And next time, ladies and gentlemen, we advance forward into that beautiful, beautiful nebula. I'm sure it'll be a nice, peaceful mission from here on out. I mean, we're going to be in mourning for the duration, but I am sure that nothing else of detriment will get in our way. If you have enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, I have been the Alchemical Rabbit, and I will see you later.